Fred, we're in trouble.
Oh no.
Our views are down. We don't have as many subs as we want, and we haven't driven this car in a video in about 3 months.
Oh no. Well, I better change that. Welcome back to the channel. As we promised, it's a driving day today. We can't wait to take you guys for a drive. We've got so many more subscribers as well who hasn't seen Clooney before. So before we do any of the intro of what we're going to cover today, let's show you the specs on the car and then we'll give you a preview of all the driving action about to happen. So our car is a 2015 VF Redline Series 1. Came out standard with the 6-litre V8 motor, L77, and turn around Fred Jr. I've just washed it and polished it, and it's looking as good as it did the day it came out of the factory. But it ain't as standard as it is when it came out of the factory. So let's start with the motor. It's got a 7-litre W427 blown 2650 Harrop supercharger in it. It's got a Brian Tooley Stage 4 blower cam in it. It's got a heap of work done to it on the heads. Big throttle body on it, a monster tune over the radiator intake. We've got MCA coilovers that you saw last night. We've got different DBA race rotors on the front. Still the 6-speed transmission, that hasn't changed. The whole back of it's changed. She's a race car now, and we're about to get our AGI roll cage fitted. In the back, DBA rotors on the back brakes, aftermarket pads. We've got a Wave Track 3.7 HSV gear set diff. In the exhaust side of things, Fred Jr., show the viewers. It's a one-off custom, but it started off life as a De Filippo big boy Manta system, but there ain't much factory left on that. It's a few modifications there. But she's looking pretty straight. No accidents in this car apart from someone that rammed up behind me one day, but that's all fixed. But this is an immaculate car, and now let's talk to you all about the driving that's about to happen today. Okay, so we had a bit of a fuel issue, Fred Jr. When I dropped you off, we had less than 10 litres, and I was running on empty there, so I had to go to the service station, fill it up, and put another 10 in and get to the Shell, but now we're right. Woohoo! So when you're out driving your car on a Sunday, you see lots of different sights. We've got our little Jimmy boys over here. Woohoo! The back one's got some Simmons on it, and yeah, they're out having a fang. Good on them! Check out that, that's where we're going, Fred Jr. That mountain up there, to the Brenda Bellas. Alright, so you saw a previous driving video where we took you up to the mountains up here, just outside of Canberra, and we're going to take you on that same road that we went on, and also then share with you all the differences between the last time when we had the stock FE3 suspension and the coilovers, and also show you a few more sights and sounds. We've got different GoPro attachments now, so we get on the outside of the car on the sunroof as well. And stick with us, it's going to be cool. I'm going to put my little booties on up here. Well, that looks fairly scenic out there, Fred Jr. Next thing you know, they'll hear the supercharged LS7 roaring up the hill.
Fred, what are you changing shoes for?
Well, Fred Jr., when you're going to go for a bit of a drive in the mountains, don't leave anything to chance. Don't leave your own sneakers. I've got my little race car little booties on, that way I can feel the pedals and get to be one with the car. And that way when I'm driving on the track too, it just doesn't feel any different. So I just want everything to feel the same. So I'll put my little booties on.
You're a real yobbo, Fred.
True to form. All right, Fred Jr., we're off. Let's see what this little low-speed cam surge feels like. Oh yeah.
Nice and smooth, that.
It's like we've got methanol mechanical injection, which we don't. Right. Let's get up on this mountain. Fred Jr., there's a few cars behind us here, and it looks like they're having a bit of a charge up the hill. So, oh, there goes a RS 200 SX against my better intentions. But yeah, the car's been performing really, really good. Great under brakes, but we've still got our old tyres on, so we don't have our semi-slicks on. But yeah, the MCAs are extremely sorted, real balanced in the corner, so we couldn't be happier. So one of the video tests that we want to do is a 0 to 100 test, then a 60 to an 80. Oh, sorry, 60 to 100. And don't really want to do a 0 to 100 test without being confines of a track. But we'll find a safe spot up here just to show you 60 to 100. So let's do a little. Fred Jr. will obviously be able to do the count.
Oh, I'd say so.
Put your counter on and we'll actually measure it. So we talked about some of the positives of negative camber and better responsiveness and steering agility and getting yourself to manage high-speed corners. One of the well, there's a couple of negatives about it as well. One is you get terrible tyre wear on the inside of your tyres, on the shoulder. The braking distance gets reduced as well, but you can overcompensate that from putting much bigger tyres on the front, looking at your tyre pressures and your wheel and brake setup as well. But I don't think we're going back after this camper setup that we've got on these coilovers. They're awesome. Alright, we're just getting a bit of dirty bird and getting the guts filled up here. So I've got our Porto and just coming back to the car here. It's going to be a shame putting those different rims on it. The blacks look quite nice. Those car park spaces, we've all been there. Don't forget how gorgeous she is. Alright Fred Jr., so we'll wrap it up there. Forearms are getting a bit tired there and we're going to let the car cool down. And had an interesting thing there where I think it was because I had traction control on and I was gunning it out of a couple of corners there and probably had a bit too much wheel speed and it missed and it felt like it went into limp mode. But since taking traction control off, it hasn't done it. So it could have been getting a fraction of hot too because we've been fair up it. So, but thanks for watching. These MCA coilovers are fantastic. And yeah, the clutch hasn't got any easier to drive. But yeah, the MCA coilovers have been absolutely unreal. And the camber settings and the whole way the car's coming together, we're ready for the track. Gonna get Yokohama's on and we'll be there. Don't do it for Dale, do it for Rocky. Catch you later.